Here's how to use a book like What If Everybody Did That to support cooperation and connection with humor and lightness in your home. So first pick the book. If I have a child who's struggling with like provocative behavior, I might do this book. And I read it like this. When we went to the zoo, I fed just a little bit of my popcorn to the bear. The zookeeper waved his broom and said, and then I wait. And I want my kids to say, what if everybody did that? It's the same text every time. So this one is like, I dropped just one soda can out of the window and the patrolman stopped me and said, wait time. The kids, what if everybody did that? Okay, we do that for the whole book. There's lots of cute little scenarios, okay? And we read it maybe like 1 or 2 times a week. And then when something provocative happens, like my kid pushes the other one, or they fight over who's gonna open the door, or they grab something out of their sister's hands, or they squirt each other with a squirt bottle, whatever it is, I'm gonna say, wait a second. What if everybody did that? Notice I'm using the same intonation as I used when I read this to evoke it. So I'm invoking in their brain, wait a second, this is one of the times, just like in the book, there's all those stories and all those moments. This is a moment like that. This is a what if everybody did that moment. And most of the time, if I'm using the melodic intonation and I'm referencing a book we've read enough times, so my kids have said it, I've used my wait time so they learn the phrase, then I have a tool to support them that's not, hey, don't do that. Hey, don't do that. If you have a highly sensitive kid, is going to break the connection and make it really, really hard for them to cooperate because you're not supporting. You're doing a break, and it doesn't make your child want to follow you. Remember, discipline comes from the stem disciple, which means to follow. Okay, so when I go for humor and lightness and referring to a story we've read, this is why I love stories. It keeps it light. They can refer back. There's a little bit of space created between what's going down with the behavior and your response. And so it takes the pressure off. It's like, oh yeah, okay, I can fix this. I'm just like the kid that gave all the popcorn to the bears, or the kid that splashed. There's one, my favorite one is the kid that splashed all the water out of the pool and then there's no more water to swim. This is fine. This is normal to make mistakes. And what if everybody did do that? Most of the time that disrupts the behavior. It especially works if I've gotten in there early, right? So that's key too. As soon as it starts, you want to interrupt with something like this. Now, if you wait till everybody's super duper dysregulated and like fighting and grabbing and like being really cray cray, this isn't going to work, because they'll be too far dysregulated to make something like this work. But if you do it early, this works wonders and supports cooperation. You pick the book. There's a couple of these. There's What If Everybody Did That, What If Everybody Said That, and What If Everybody Thought That. It's by Colleen M. Madden. These are, oh, that's who it's illustrated. It's by Ellen Javernick. Fantastic.